What's going on, guys? It is Shay here. Welcome back to another prop review. Now, this is kind of a prop remake in a way, but not necessarily, because this is like, you know, a completely different model, I guess. Not necessarily a completely different model, but the same model, but it's in, you know, from a specific show, which I didn't mention in the last prop review of this. So today, everybody, I have for you all Guido Mista's Smith & Wesson Model 30. Now, I wanted to make this gun for a while. I think even before I made the original Model 30, which I will take a look at in this video. But this is Guido Mista's personal pistol, and stuff like that, and I will talk about it in this video. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and start. So with that being said, let's begin. So this is Guido Mista's gun from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Vento Aureo, or Golden Wind, Part 5. So this is his personal gun, I think, when he became part of Passion, and this has been his personal gun ever since. It is a purple clad revolver, or revolver clad in purple, has a hammer shroud, and of course the standard brown grips and stuff like that. This is what the original Model 30 looked like, and it was way smaller and slightly more accurate to what it looks like in real life. I did not go for realism in terms of size here. I wanted this to be big because in most shots in the show, the gun is seen as a big gun. So yeah, this is the original Model 30. There is, let's see, it's a little bit of a size difference. This obviously is not, definitely not. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty short prop review because not many things in this revolver, because I've already went all over this and whatnot. So let's go ahead and take a look at the details. Okay, so we're going to first start off with the most notable thing, or the noticeable thing, noticeable thing that's on this gun, which is indeed the hammer shroud. This looks a lot like the Smith & Wesson Model 49, which is a revolver, I think, that succeeded the Model 30 at one point. But it looks a lot like the Model 49, but the hammer shroud is one separate piece, and we could see that in certain shots of the, you know, in the show where Mista aims the gun at somebody, and you can clearly see the hammer inside of the hammer shroud. It does look a lot like a Model 49. I think that's the gun that it looks a lot like. But you know, just so, well, this is not as, oh god, it's not as purple as I thought it would be, which is kind of sad. But oh well, I don't have any other purple paint. You have just the standard brown grips, which the one thing I'm missing from this grip is indeed the Smith & Wesson little emblem, which I just didn't feel like painting up there. But yeah, you got your cylinders just like usual, cylinder release, which is slightly different from the original, my original version. You have just everything really. You also have, well, let's make it light, that there's the cylinder thing there. You have a little front sight, and just like the Model 30, there are those dugout rear sights, so you don't have that there. And that's really about it. It's literally just a remake of my Model 30, but this gun in particular was used damn near throughout the entire show, and it's not only Mista that was the only person to ever use this gun. First off, Pursuto, who was a member of La Squadra, which is the the enemy gang of Bucciarati's crew, he used this gun against Mista. So in a way, he shot Mista with his own gun, basically, because he picked it up off the ground. I guess he checked the cylinder to see if there were still some rounds left, and I take it that there were 3 left. And he raised the gun up at Mista's head and blasted him in the head 3 times. And I take it that he thought he was real dead, because, you know, most shots to the head are usually fatal. So he disposed his gun and he just walked off. And the other person who used this was Trish, who I guess you could say was still Mista who used the gun, except that he was in her body. So in a way, yes, Mista still used the gun. But, and I guess you can also count that Giorno held Mista's gun even though it broke. Like the cylinder piece right here broke in the show, and I guess, I don't even know, because I really only counted if someone's actually fired it and has actually used it. But Giorno didn't use it. He just picked it up and held it, you know, to try to see if he could fix it and stuff. But I don't know if he actually did or not. So yeah, that's not really much to go over this gun. There is no barrel, just like the original. Oh, it's freaking buzz. But there is no barrel on the original, just like the original. There's no barrel here. Same here on the original. So yeah, and also, as I said, it would be really cool if the hammer would have been shown, and if that were the case, then I would have probably never made this, because I could literally just repainted this and called it the Model 30, or called it Guido Mista's gun. But yeah, just like the just like that, this thing's also, oh god, this thing's fairly easy to spin on your fingers. I had to bad grip on it. But my problem with this is that this gun looks very janky, especially my version. I mean, like, it looks okay, but if you were to see this up close and personal, this thing just looks just not the best. And yeah, it just doesn't look all that well. So yeah. Yeah, I guess it really does it for this gun. And as I said, there's not really much to go over this gun because it's literally just a remake of my original, and there's not many other things to talk about. I don't know when Mista got this. I don't know, when he purchased it. I don't know how he was able to get a purple finish with the trigger being a purple finish or whatever. I don't know how he got a hammer shot up here. Well, I do know it's very easy to get that in real life, I think. But I don't know how well it is to get a purple or get a gun in a purple finish. I don't know, especially being so shiny at that. So let's go ahead and move on to the shooting test. Alright, so here we are. Now, I will say this though. There is one difference from when Mista shoots his gun and when someone else uses his gun. Well, if you don't count Trish. Because when Pursuto used his gun, the firing or the shooting noise of the revolver changed, and I take it because Sex Pistols were not in the gun and then, weren't able to do it because I don't even know if I can get a clear sound of what Mista's gun actually sounds like. But it sounds like pretty sharp and stuff. But when Pursuto uses it, it sounds like this. So yeah, there's a little bit of a difference there. Maybe it's because that, Sex Pistols are not commanding the thing. I also forgot to mention that completely. I tend to forget a lot of things. But yeah, this is also the main reason why he's able to hit so many of his shots because of Sex Pistols, which is his stand, which is what he uses his gun in combination with. Pretty cool little guys. So due to the fact that there's no hammer, or well, up here there's no visible hammer, but in the shoulder is. But due to the fact that there isn't, we're gonna do double action only today. So yeah, because how most of my or not most, every one of my other revolvers there's always a hammer, but due to the fact that my version does not have a visible one, we're not gonna do that. So we're just gonna do double action today. Here we go. Let's freaking do it. So Guido Mista's Smith & Wesson Model 30 firing. Let me just get a actually, should we do this? No, let's not do that. Alright. And the way Mista would reload the gun with Sex Pistols would be this, dunk his head down, and the freaking rounds would go automatically in. So, and yeah. So I guess we can shoot it, one more time. Actually, let's do a little bit of two-handed shooting, actually, because he tends to use this thing a lot two-handed. What the? Free, dude. My freaking cartridge didn't fire. Oh my god. I got 4 bullets left. Shit. I'm about to dump the rest of these, dude. I don't even know if I want to even continue to fire. But no. Let's not do that. I don't think we should fire. We're just gonna empty that gun. We don't need to fire it 4 shots. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. A pretty short part review overall because I said, as I said, this is technically just a remake of this, but why did I miss that? But it's basically just a remake of this gun, so it's not necessarily a big thing. But I do know the next time I will have a brand new gun ready to go. I don't know if it'll be a revolver, because as I said, recently I've been on a revolver making spree. I don't know why I have, because maybe it's just because revolvers are just so fucking cool. But maybe the next revolver might not be, or the next gun might not be a revolver. I want it to be a change of, I guess, a change of scenery. Instead of I want to take it a step away from pistols, like handguns, to more, I guess, more powerful weapons. Like, well, I can't make a rocket launcher. There's no way. I could probably make a grenade launcher, which is what I'm thinking about making when I make, or for my next prop. I'm really thinking about it. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to comment, like, and or subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.